good evening and welcome to KUTV Weekend Live. It is such a pleasure to have you join us for this particular broadcast. In our headlines tonight. Raila Odinga rubbishes Chebukati's claim in his affidavit where he alleged that Raila Odinga's insiders wanted to bribe him. Raphael Tuju denies allegations linking him to the alteration of presidential election results. William Ruto praises IEBC for standing firm to deliver justice to Kenyans in the ongoing presidential petition. And in agriculture, coffee farmers in Embu County receive funds to purchase renewable energy gadgets to incorporate in farming activities for a healthier environment. A warm welcome to the broadcast. I'm in the company of Moses Gitonga, our sign language interpreter, and I go by the name Daphne Orina. We're streaming live on Facebook at KUTV Kenya and on YouTube at KUTV Kenya Live. Let's get started, shall we? Now, the President-elect William Ruto, together with his deputy Rigathi Gachagua today, attended a mass service at Christ the King Church in Bungoma County. While addressing a congregation after, Ruto thanked IEBC Chairman Wafula Chebukati for being vigilant to deliver justice to Kenyans despite the mass challenges along the way, saying that these are set a top-tier example, especially to public servants, for serving Kenyans without fear.
The President-elect William Ruto, together with his deputy Rigathi Gachagua and other leaders including Bungoma Senator Moses Wetangula, Musalia Mudavadi, today attended Mass at Christ the King in Bungoma County. While addressing the congregation, Ruto thanked the IEBC Chairman Wafula Chebukati for delivering justice to Kenyans despite the challenges he faced, adding that IEBC and the voters did not give in to bribery, intimidations and blackmail.
Our good brother Wafula Chebukati has set a new standard for public servants in the Republic of Kenya. That we can resist bribery and blackmail and intimidation and threats and serve in accordance with public interest as a public servant. And I want to say Chebukati is the hero of this election.
Ruto also added that the peace maintained during and after the just concluded elections was a sign of growth as a diplomatic country, urging Kenyans to maintain peace as the case is ongoing in the Supreme Court and after the court's decision.
Even as we wait for the decision of the court, let us be vigilant, let us be peaceful, and let us ensure that we move together and avoid conflict and avoid anything that can bring issues between the people of Kenya.
Ruto added that for the previous years, the court have remained independent in their decision making. Therefore, Kenya should expect justice in the final court decision.
Stop wasting your time scheming. Day and night you are not sleeping, thinking there is nothing you can do. William Ruto, by the will of God and the people of Kenya, has been elected. There's nothing you can do. So what we advise you to do, mutafuta makato na nini, mupange vitu yenu, siku mnaondoka na Uhuru Kenyatta, muende na tutatakia nyinyi mema.
We are now waiting for the Apex Court to make its decision, and as law-abiding citizens, we leave it to the court to make their decision.
And as the Supreme Court is expected to start the petition's official hearing on Tuesday, Kenyans have been urged to maintain peace now and after the court's final decision. Nyambura Kabura, KUTV.
Still on that same breath, presidential candidate Raila Odinga has responded to the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission chairman Wafula Chebukati in his affidavit, claiming the people close to Raila tried to bribe him not to announce William Ruto as the president-elect. Raila was speaking in Kibera today, where he attended the church service and rubbished the claim in the affidavit, submitted to the Supreme Court by Chebukati yesterday.
Yesterday, after the Independent and Electoral Boundaries Commission chairman Wafula Chebukati left a bombshell that senior government officials and security organs in the country warned him against announcing William Ruto as the president-elect. Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Coalition Party presidential candidate Raila Odinga has told him off, saying why didn't he come out early and report about the bribery claim. Through Chebukati's affidavit in response to petition against him that he conducted a fraudulent election, the IEBC boss claimed that Raila's agent threatened IEBC officials. Some close people to Raila tried to bribe him to change the election result in favor of Raila. Senior national security officials warned him against declaring Ruto president-elect, that the country will burn. 4 commissioners wanted him to force a rerun for presidential election. The affidavit submitted to Supreme Court confirmed the glaring division in IEBC leadership. Chairman Wafula Chebukati, Professor Abdi Gulie, and Boya Molu supported Ruto's win, while Vice Chairperson Juliana Cherera, Commissioners Francis Wanderi, Irene Masit, and Justice Nyang'aya rejected his win. IEBC has hired 26 law firms to defend Ruto's victory, as 10 of them defend the chairman Wafula Chebukati. William Ruto will be represented by 24 lawyers in the case whose hearing will begin on Tuesday. On the side of petitioners, 44 lawyers will represent Odinga and Karua after Otiende Amolo and Donald Kipkorir joined the team. Patrick Oduor, KUTV.
Also, elections postponed in various counties during the August 9th general elections are expected to happen tomorrow. They include gubernatorial elections in Kakamega and Mombasa counties, members of parliament positions up for grabs in Rongai, Kacheliba, Kitui Rural, Pokot South, among others. Stephanie Alice with more.
It is all systems go for the postponed elections scheduled for Monday. Mombasa County Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission Manager Sola Ibrahim has said the Mombasa gubernatorial election materials are ready to be dispatched to the various polling stations across the county. Sola says some materials have been moved to other locations due to the Ministry of Education's directive to ensure learning isn't disrupted.
Kura UDA, sisi kura zetu ziko kwa Azimio na ziko kwa mrengo wa Raila Amolo Odinga, na hapa kama mama county wao Mama Zamzam Chimba Muhammad. I'm going to Soja on 29th on Monday.
While speaking in Mombasa at the Mama Ngina Waterfront Park, the woman representative-elect Zamzam Mohammed urged the residents to turn out and vote for the Orange Democratic Movement candidate Abdul Saman Nasir, who will be contesting against the United Democratic Alliance candidate Hassan Omar, the former senator of Mombasa.
We had tallying centers that were in schools, but after the Ministry of Education circular that the Commission should not use schools as tallying centers, we had to comply and change the tallying center of Jomvu constituency from Mikindani Primary School to Mikindani Social Hall, and also the tallying center for Mvita constituency from Chuda Day Secondary School to Swahili Culture National Museum.
The postponed elections also affected the parliamentary elections in Kitui Rural, Kacheliba, Pokot South and Rongai constituency in Nakuru County. Likewise, ward elections in Nyaki West, Meru County and Kwanjenga Ward in Embakasi South in Nairobi were affected and are expected to return to the ballot come Monday. Stephanie Alice reporting for KUTV.
Now, thousands of pilgrims at the STEM Hotel grounds in Nakuru are calling on the political class to refrain from politicizing the presidential election petition before the Supreme Court, but await the court's verdict. The pilgrims affiliated with the New Life Prayer Center want Kenyans to accord the apex court its due respect, saying the country's judicial system is independent and they have absolute confidence in its workings and decisions. Concerning some against the backdrop of intense bickering between Kenya Kwanza and Azimio la Umoja One Kenya coalitions over the contentious results of the presidential elections released by the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission 2 weeks ago, where William Ruto emerged the winner. Well, at that, we take our first break. Don't go too far. We still got a lot in store for you.
Driving and riding without incidences on the road is such an amazing experience. But do you know while many road traffic crashes are avoidable, human behavior continues to be the leading cause. Speeding, lane indiscipline, drunk driving, distracted driving, failure to wear a helmet, and failure to use available pedestrian ways have been flagged by NTSA as the fatal 6 behaviors likely to lead to a fatal crash and serious injuries. As part of the Usalama Barabarani campaign, we request all road users to prevent these fatal 6 behaviors for their own safety and that of others. When driving, ensure your speed is within the stipulated limits. The road ahead is clear before overtaking. Stick to your lane. Keep left unless carefully overtaking. You're well rested if driving on long distances, and you never drink and drive. Usalama Barabarani starts with you. Fika Salama. This message is brought to you by the National Transport and Safety Authority and the European Union.
The late Issa, we used to make for them stuff, make for me fubu, make this, make that. Kalamashaka told me, no, don't encourage these guys to wear these brands. You make your brand, will help you push. They gave me that challenge. You make nice stuff that looks like stuff from abroad. So we look good when we go on stage or when we do our videos. For such artists to wear my brand, it was a big deal. Out of experience, I realized that if you just make normal stuff, people don't get excited.
Motocross is a form of off-road motorcycling held in enclosed road circuits. In Kenya, most of the races are held at the Jamhuri grounds. In today's episode of The Future, we focus on young motocross enthusiasts from Kenya and neighboring Uganda.
Natoka ile mtenye Maslay Queen utembea na visi ndo nikawa tamada vijana. Kajiona mdeadly kushinda waganga wote wa Kitui. Hakujua hii kitu hii. Ni tricky.
Imekuwa chai. Ite kitu kidogo just to get in between my thighs at I love you.
I'm your host, Esther Becky.
And my name is DJ Teros.
We start you off with a word of prayer and get you started with a live transformational worship experience. And have our minds renewed by the word of God on the word segment.
And not forgetting new music za hii wiki, yani ndakuwa bado nawapatia pale wasanii wamekuwa kiwakali. So make sure manzo umetune in because zitakuwa zina flow pia pale mixes kwa wingi, yani zitakuwa zina come through, and pia performance yani from our gospel artist hapa on Gospel Arts
from 7 to
10 a.m. only on KUTV.
Welcome back. Let's carry on. The President-elect William Ruto has proposed that the Bungoma County Senator Moses Wetangula should contest for the position of the next Speaker of the National Assembly. While speaking after a mass today, Ruto added that as the Kenya Kwanza team, they are positive that they will win the position. His words were echoed by his deputy Rigathi Gachagua, who also attended the mass service. However, the current constitution of Kenya does not have a prime minister position, but Musalia Mudavadi of the ANC party has been promised the position after the official swearing in of the president-elect of Kenya. All that aside, over 300 inmates from Thika main and women prisons have benefited through a short course from a well-wisher on how to manually produce paper products such as envelopes, shopping bags, and cake boxes. The 4-day training offered by Jamii Products Limited in collaboration with Kenya Prison Services was aimed at rehabilitating the inmates by equipping them with hands-on skills that, if embraced, will see them earn a living after their release.
Nikifanya kitu ile pale nje naweza ambia vijana si ati hakuna kazi za kufanya, kazi ziko, ni kuchoka, vijana wataki kuchoka, lakini kwa sasa naweza wapatia encourage na niwaambie eti wafanye kazi kwa bidii, ambapo hakuna kazi ambapo hatuwezi kosa kufanya.
Jamii Product is a social enterprise. Tunakuzana sisi wenyewe. Na ndio maana tumechukua hii hatua ya kuja kufuza inmate ambao ni wafungwa.
As an institution, we are so happy because our clients have learned a lot of things. We want them to go out there and go like changed people.
Well, let's now take a look at some agriculture news. Kisii County has earned inclusion among counties benefiting from an electronic government farm input subsidy program. Area farmers will now be able to access inputs such as fertilizer and agrochemicals from an online purchase system and e-vouchers through their cell phones at the cost of 60%, while the government foods the remaining 40%, as Joseph Oyombo reports from Kisii County.
Farmers in Kisii now have every reason to smile after the government considered the county for farm input subsidy program. Launched by Dr. Francis Owino, the acting permanent secretary in the State Department of Crop Development and Agricultural Research National Value Chain Support Program. The scheme is a timely intervention for optimum agricultural production in the county, offering accrued benefits of fertilizers, agrochemicals, and herbicides to the farmers.
I would like from the onset to commend the program for implementing activities, initiatives, and interventions to avail the much needed agricultural inputs to drive and promote agricultural production by our farmers across the nation. An availability of quality and affordable inputs such as seeds, fertilizer, and agrochemicals has remained a major challenge to our agricultural production.
According to the public secretary, the first phase of the program was started with 12 counties farming English potatoes, rice, and coffee production before expanding to 25 counties, including the county of Kisii. Speaking in Nyamachi sub-county, the public secretary challenged the farmers to embrace the technology for enhanced crop production expressing confidence of further increase in yields.
Nataka kuwa challenge ya kwamba tujaribu kufikia mwaka ujao tutoke kwa 15 bags per acre, angalau wadhiri tufike 20 bags per acre.
Kisii County Member of Executive in charge of Agriculture Docket, Esman Onsarigo, on his side, assured the farmers that the government has identified markets for their produce and has as well dealt with unscrupulous agrochemicals dealers selling counterfeit products. This move comes amid global price complication on inputs influenced by, among other factors, the ongoing Ukraine-Russia war.
Ningeomba wakulima wangu, ningeomba kama tumeshikiliwa na serikali kidogo, tujaribu tufanye production yetu iende juu, kwa sababu soko liko. Maneno ya uongo, especially kuna wale agrodealers wale tulifukuza, mnakumbuka ile vita tulipigana. I want to warn, Kisii County government is not going to sleep again. Ndio wale agrodealers wakora warudi tena. Wale walikuwa wanauzia wakulima mchanga, wanawadanganya ni fertilizer.
Joseph Oyomo, KUTV.
Asanteni sana.
Elsewhere, Kibugu Coffee Farmers Cooperative Society in Embu County has benefited from 700,000 Kenyan shillings, a revolving fund that will assist the cooperatives to acquire affordable renewable energy gadgets to assist coffee farmers in environment conservation, since renewable energy and farming are a winning combination.
In a bid to conserve the environment, Embu's Kibugu Coffee Farmers Cooperative Society has received 700,000 shillings to acquire affordable renewable gadgets. Michael Orangi, who is the director of the Rainforest Alliance in Kenya and Tanzania, said that farmers have been hesitant in adopting the style of using renewable energy because the equipment are sold at high prices. Orangi was speaking during a workshop in Embu for a one-year project that has been running in the Mount Kenya region.
Hii pesa ilikuwa ya kuhakikisha kuwa tumeweza kusaidia wakulima wa kahawa kutoka kwa ile mbinu ya kupikia kutumia mawe tatu na kuni, ili waweze kutumia hizi jiko ambazo zimetengenezwa kihalali na zinaweza kutumia kafu ambayo inaitwa briquettes.
The project has so far reached 1,000 farmers. Further, Orangi appealed to the board of the cooperative society to manage the startup revolving fund they have been given so that farmers can highly benefit. Phineas Ndwiga, who is the vice chairman of Kibugu Farmers Cooperative Society, a society that serves 5 factories with 5,000 members, noted that the project is of a big help to farmers who cannot get the renewable energy gadgets like Jiko or Poa at low price. Renewable energy and farming are a winning combination. Renewable energy can be used on the farm to replace other fuels also as a cash crop.
Sports to come up after this break.
KUTV, in conjunction with Kenyatta University Funeral Home, is now offering death announcements immediately following our news bulletins at 7 p.m. At this sorrowful time, as you share in your grief, allow us to communicate your announcement of your loved one on KUTV in both Kiswahili and English. For more details, kindly inquire at the KU Funeral Home Service Desk or call 0736 928 380 or dial 020-359-9054.
The late Isa, we used to make for them stuff, make for me fubu, make this, make that. Kalamashaka who told me, no, don't encourage these guys to wear these brands. You make your brand, will help you push. They gave me that challenge. You make nice stuff that looks like stuff from abroad. So we look good when we go on stage or when we do our videos. for such artists to wear my brand, it was a big deal. Out of experience, I realized that if you just make normal stuff, people don't get excited.
Welcome back. Let's get sporty. West Ham won for the first time in the Premier League season this season as their 1-0 victory piled fresh pressure on Aston Villa boss Steven Gerrard, while Newcastle's Alan Saint-Maximin rescued a 1-1 draw at Wolves on Sunday. David Moyes' side arrived at Villa Park